Ooh. Hello everyone. Anyways, I'm a little bit crazy today, but hopefully y'all are having a lovely. Let me turn off my fan. There you go, much better. There's my Nautica fan. Anyways, pink, just how I love it. So no intro today, aka not like my special effects intro, like my little picture going like, if you know, you know. So yeah, I just feel like filming right now. Just real quick, real fast, I'm gonna be having an Evil Dead Burn review come out. I feel like it could be like very unpopular opinion based, but at the same time, I tried my best to be very neutral. It's a movie that I've already been desensitized to a series like this, so it takes a lot out of me. I go back and forth in the sense of if it's brutal enough or if it's not. For me, it's like it keeps up with the new type of franchise that's going for from 2013 to Rise. But I guess quick spoiler for like how I feel about it. Yeah, it's just pretty tame compared to the other ones. It's like it's not so guttural, like blood curdling, you know. But at the same time, to each their own, of course. People say it's the most evil Dead movie that there's out there. And to me, it just feels like it just keeps up the same momentum, basically. Probably who the characters that it's based around maybe changes that a bit, but for me, I don't try to think about it that hard like that. But to other people, that's how they may see it as the ultimate evil of evil. Anyways, it's not about that. Yeah, this video, I mean. So basically, I like woke up from a freaking nightmare, and it feels like this is me like depressed, sleeping and stuff, and feeling like a little bit depressed or financially depressed and stuff like that. Of course, something that I cannot figure out. Of course, I do have an extended appointment offer meeting with a job on Monday, the day after tomorrow. So. Really, I'm happy about that. Babes is happy for me. Love them very much for they being there for me and help supporting me and stuff like that in these type of times of not having that many hours at so-and-so. Yeah, it's gonna be moving on to a new venture. But of course, I'm still gonna post that video I have unlisted that I talked about in my other videos. If you guys don't know too much about it, go look at my video about life is lifing and you'll understand what I'm talking about. I made a video like during that day or before that video was posted. Yeah. But and just a sneak peek into that is just me just talking about my job, my kind of like true feelings, but at the same time it's still somewhat professional to me. It's just basically like knowing like what fits into my life and what doesn't, and what better serves me and what doesn't. And no, I'm not a godly person, but I do like using the phrase of serving you in the sense of like I work to live, not live to work. Okay, maybe live to work on the land of YouTube. But yeah, yeah, I had like a little nightmare. I psyched away a whole lot, but like my personality, you don't really care about that type of stuff, okay? You are lovely as ever. I mean, you guys, the viewers, the audience, yes. Supporters, of course. But yeah, I had like a nightmare I woke up from. It was weird. My babes was in there for like a little side story, and he was like, tell him to give me like a cut of meat, and you know, and like in a calm chill way, like, hey, sitting at a dining table, probably hours as in the dream in someone else's house. Because it was about like asides, like about main story about family, and then like my babes was there at like a little side table, just chilling out, messing with his fingers, messing with something in his hands, and was like, hey, can you tell, not really the family, but I guess someone relating to my life, and like, hey, can you tell so-and-so to get like a cut of meat or a cut of steak and take off the fat or membrane or something like that. Funny enough, we did have a conversation about that while actually making like ribs, and I think it was supposed to be more so about ribs than anything, aka how people say in YouTube videos and scientific stuff and articles and Google about like how like your brain like resurface things that has had happen, and my brain just automatically did that. I wasn't even trying to even dream about that, and I was really tired today, came back from work for my 3-hour shift. I feel like I shouldn't be too tired, but of course, you know, I'm a grill opener at McD, so I have to like do quite a bit before I leave out. But you know, I know the stuff like it's the back of my head, so it's no big deal. Again, wish I had more hours, but I feel like coming back from a job every single day, no matter how many hours, I'm gonna feel like I started to sleep because I wasn't really wanting to like sleep for the whole entire night last night for some odd reason. I just wasn't feeling it. I just couldn't fall asleep. And it was like a rainstorm last night too. If anyone else experienced it near the Illinois area of sorts, in other states or within Illinois and other cities than mine. But yeah, but this nightmare had something to do with like about like some family. I don't know what they were experiencing. Maybe something supernatural, maybe like a slasher killer or something like that from like all the horror movies I've watched. But it did show me like a little infomercial commercial at the end that I'm looking at. Like I feel like that's happening right in front of me. But like when you cut to the people in this infomercial commercial, it's like it's like shot in a viewing perspective of like I'm watching an ad, you know, but it's like I'm seeing myself in third person watching it sometimes, and I'm in first person sometimes. And it was like those little toy ads for like the girly girls and stuff with like the bejewels and rings and bracelets and stuff. Because at first it was like two girls near like their dad, and they were like, you know, dressed up in like the very high Y2K fashion for little girls 10 or 12. And they were wearing like all these toy accessories all over their, like for their necklaces, for the bracelets, and of course for their rings and stuff. And the dad was like, you guys are so beautiful. Like, oh my gosh, you know, and I'm like, what the frick is going on? And then all of a sudden we, jump cut from them to a middle-aged lady just being like this. Hopefully I put up some pictures, but if not, remember those early 2000 commercials? I know a lot of girls out there do, aka a lot of like older gals or women right now that were born in 1994 like me or later, like even the 2000 girlies would, I believe, remember, of course. But the middle-aged lady, she was like they might remember her from like those Betty, like these middle-aged women from like Betty Crocker commercial type women, like very the suburban woman. But she was also like showing off the rings, being like this, like, oh my god, get these rings, they're so pretty. And they were like these big toy rings, like with like the big what's supposed to look like golden rims around the rings that goes around, like, so it's like it's almost like a gold disc that goes around the finger for the ring part. And then like on top, you know, like how like in rings there's like a diamond on top, so on top of these big ass toy characters are supposed to like be makeshift, you know, personified with happy faces characters of a charcuterie board, aka like a cracker personified character, maybe like a grape personified character, and they're like on the rim of the disc that's around the finger to make like the ring part. And she's like, oh my god. And it's like, I think she called them a name like Neeson is so yummy, and puts it in her mouth, and then boom, I wake up. Yeah, very nightmarish, very weird. Dreams are weird, right? Maybe they have meaning in them. But I did eat a charcuterie board today, so that says a lot. Don't know, it had to resurface like that. So yeah. But yeah, but that's what's been happening for me. So to solve my productivity problems and issues and things of that nature, watch me clean a bit and stuff. And yeah, and this is me like actually post it. So sorry. So I'm still kind of like la 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 la, and I just woke up too at night around 11, almost close to 12. So I'm just gonna chill out, and yep, y'all enjoy, and hopefully y'all love this update and me talking about what I just talked about in this short little video of mine. But besides that, love y'all. And what they are gonna be having today, a lovely one, of course, as ever, if you aren't already having one. And peace and love to everyone of the world. And, you know, again, y'all have a lovely day, and I will just as well too. But besides that, kisses for everyone, and y'all stay lovely.